The questions I get asked a lot, and this is going on from the poll that I put on earlier on, and I think the vast majority of people said that diet, nutrition, and calories was their bugbear, they were most confused about. And I talked about this on previous lives, and I'm going to talk about it again. Still, many people are under the assumption, or the misconception rather, that carbohydrates make us fat. They don't. I put a video up last week actually on LinkedIn and said actually carbohydrates will help you lose body fat. You know, you don't need to eliminate carbohydrates to lose body fat. The reason people gain body fat is because they're in a calorie surplus, and that surplus of calories can come from carbohydrates, protein, fat, anything. It doesn't matter. Usually a combination of all three. It doesn't matter what you overeat. If you eat all protein, although we know that a good amount of protein is good for us from a satiety point of view, and it helps us build us muscle and maybe helps us concentrate a bit more than having sugar and carbohydrates, maybe for some people. If you eat 2,000 calories of pure protein, which is probably impossible to do because there's always going to be some fat and some carbohydrate in those protein sources. If you eat more calories than you burn, you're going to get fat. Doesn't matter how good the quality of the calories are. So it's irrelevant. Carbs don't actually make you gain body fat. So when I say they help you lose body fat, is if people are having a healthy amount of carbs, good energy, good brain food. I think 70% of the energy we use in our brain, glucose, we need that. That's not to say we can't run on fat. We can. The bodies can run on fat, and glucose is a source of fuel. And there's a debate whether one is more efficient. A lot of the guys that do keto think that fat is a better source of fuel, and possibly it might be. But carbohydrates is a great source of fuel for most people as well. We don't need to eliminate that, but we probably need to decrease it in some cases for most people, because those sources of carbs are very easy to overeat. But you don't need to eliminate carbs, don't need to eliminate sugar, and those two are not making you fat.